Pues no hay pedo. Oye, loco, ¿qué es lo que se ve ahí atrás del palo, güey? ¡Eso, güey!
That's definitely a goblin.
That's definitely a goblin. I wonder where this
Gone,
thing came from.
gone
'Cause
wrong. Gone sexual.
it looks like he comes from right here. Right?
He was probably under the chair.
Pues no hay pedo. Oye,
It looks
loco,
like
¿qué
they're
es
on
lo
a
que se
platform.
ve ahí atrás del palo, güey? ¡Eso, güey!
Like he was standing behind him the whole time.
He's completely naked. That scream is so visceral, though. It like, you must really be committed to fake that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's so many of these, right? Like surely that's just dust going across the camera.
Well, go back to when it goes into the shadow part of the kitchen, right? Like the dark part of the kitchen,
Yeah.
or what I would assume is the kitchen.
Oh, the kitchen.
Like so, yeah. So it like comes into frame. It moves around. It doesn't go in a straight line, right? It looks. It's definitely. There's definitely some organic movement to it, right?
I mean, it kind of goes around the couch, right? And then
Goes-
comes back. Then goes into the kitchen. But then it just like floats up to the ceiling.
My thing is that when it passes through the kitchen, it lights the kitchen up. Like you can see into the kitchen. And the only thing that would do that is if it was a light. So someone's at the top of the stairs, which I'm guessing are behind this camera to the right, and they're just moving a light from the left to the right of the frame. And that'd be weird, but if this is completely dark and this is infrared footage, then
Oh yeah,
I
you're
could
right. Because like
see
this,
how that would happen.
this is like a dark void, right? And then now you can see like a square and like a door or something.
Yeah, you can see like the cabinets inside of it. Like, there's no way, unless this ghost or this, ethereal being can just instantly produce light.
Hmm.
Who knows? But I mean, there's 3 emojis, so it must be legit.
Yeah, I mean, and one of them's a ghost emoji, so.
I don't know. I have my doubts, but hey, if they're real, they're real. I've seen some weird shit in my houses. I've heard some weird shit. I feel like if there is some like spirit realm, I could be wrong. Look, I don't know. I just think that they can't actually engage with us. But if it does exist, which I typically don't believe that it is real, but hey, I'm not ruling it out because there's a lot of things we can't explain. I think that they just want to fuck with us. Like there's nothing they can really do, and so they'll just fuck around.
Yeah.
Like just to either piss people off or to freak them out. Let's see if there's something similar, because we might catch some discrepancies or like some things that are similar about them.
True. So I mean, this one's kind of smaller. So this is like the same thing. I think it's a laser pointer though. Like they slow it down too, but it's just way too fast to try and even.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it.
I don't know. Look, it can't be a laser pointer though. It looks like the light.
It's in front of the wall, right? Like to me, that's particles that are exposed to light, and it's just passing in front of the camera. Like there's a fan or something. Not like even that they're doing it on purpose, but the way that the camera's set up. Like, I mean, people look at a lot of those things, a lot of these things, and like to say like this is a ghost, like 100%. But I don't know if I buy it. Like,
Yeah.
there's too many variables.
I think the hard part's just trying to figure out like what it could be, because it looks like it's like an object that's just moving really fast, and it's like glowed up somehow.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like they have like a white sort of lure on like the end of a fishing rod, and they're just flinging it around in front of a camera.
Yeah, like not like tinfoil, but like something reflective that could just pick up a little bit of light.
Yeah.
It's just like flying across. Yeah. And also, if you were a ghost, right, or if you're a paranormal entity, why would you be in this fucking person's house in front of their camera? Like, why is that your mission? Like, you know, you could be doing anything you want. Yeah, I mean, to get someone's attention. Like, if okay, let's say you were approached by a paranormal being, you didn't know what they wanted. Would you try and assist it in finding out why it was there? Or like, would you be freaked out and try and either ignore it or get rid of it?
I don't know. Probably try and figure out why it's there, which could also get rid of it. I guess if I understood why.
Right?
Why
That's what
it's
I'm
there.
thinking.
Dude, this person uploads like multiple times a day. Well, not multiple times a day, but 17 hours 1 day ago, 2 days ago.
Yeah,
3
like
days
every
ago.
day, every other day.
I mean, when they're called daily ghost videos every day, yeah.
This could just be from. I mean, there is a timestamp I think on the.
Yeah, there's times, and they're all in the same room. Like
They're all in the
upload
same room, and they
posters.
all have the same like you can just tell like the person has like the chakra thing. Like they have that big poster on the wall, and then they have like not the love is like a thing, but then they have the that you see the H and then like the waves. Like I know those are both horoscope symbols or
Oh,
stuff
okay.
like that.
Yeah.
You can see him better in the cameras.
Oh, wow, you can see it right there. His eyes are blinking.
With the ball.
He's
Yeah,
blinking right there.
it wouldn't.
It wouldn't
It wouldn't.
play?
Oh, yeah.
That's tricky.
We had a hard time
Oh,
getting
wow.
it to play.
That's scary.
I didn't get chills though. That's cool though.
His little face. Poor thing. Stuck here.
Something.
Looks like just his head is sticking up out of the ground. Yeah.
This one's a little hard to see, but are they pretty much just saying there's a face on the ground right there?
It's all because of magnets. The magnetic force.
Good morning, Maurice.
Good morning.
Ghosts is.
Oh,
We got
that thing
ghosts.
didn't change yet. Still 189.
It's still.
What is it?
The large candy bars.
Oh,
went up
you can
10
see it.
cents,
Oh.
And the small ones.
I don't.
haven't
Do you see a face anywhere?
I did the large candy bars yesterday.
No, I mean, he said they were sticking up out of the floor. You see in the very middle, like those two like tiny black dots. That's what I'm looking at,
Yes.
thinking that like and was watching
Oh, wow,
that,
you can
Yeah,
see
it's
it.
and I just don't
His
see it.
eyes are blinking.
Like I can't.
The ball.
He's
Yeah,
blinking right
it,
there.
it wouldn't.
It
It
wouldn't
wouldn't.
play.
Said he's
yeah.
blinking. It looks like there's a little bit of movement there.
We had a hard time
Oh,
getting
wow.
it to play.
Yeah, they're like going in and out.
I
of
didn't
being
get chills
visible.
though. That's
Mhm.
cool though.
But then it just like knocks over like a trash can or whatever that is.
It was like a dustpan, like
See
the.
it. Oh.
I don't know if we have it in our work.
Small ones.
Yeah, we do.
I will say
I did the large
the way
candy
it
bars yesterday,
falls
and there's
is a little spooky
Yeah.
because it doesn't like go like the
Oh, you
pole.
can see
Those
it.
poles like
and the small
would
ones
move around or like shake before it like fell if it was like
yesterday.
slipping off. It looked like someone grabbed it by the handle and then just dropped it like
Yeah.
straight down
Oh, that thing didn't change
or like
yet.
slammed it down.
It's still
What is it?
the large candy bars.
I'll say that's
you
pretty
can see
creepy.
it.
That's weird.
Yeah.
The small
Like it,
ones.
it falls all together too. It's not like there's like a string on like one end, like pulling on it. It's like the whole
Mhm.
thing just shifts all at once.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah. Okay, did you see it?
Okay, I'm pretty sure I've seen something like this before. So there's a guy there, and is he in a wheelchair?
I have no idea. It's like this black shadow, right? And then it just disappears.
And it
all of a
just-
sudden.
Disappears.
Yeah.
What I'll say about that is, if you go back to the beginning and like look at the shadow, unless it is just like a pure shadow, it is sitting on something, or there is something like a whole thing there, but you can see the motion blur of like whatever it is. And then it's not it's literally two frames, right? So there's that frame and then there's the frame after that. You can see the distortion, like whatever you want to call it, the graininess of the video. It shifts. I mean, and that's going to happen in a video, but it just looks like whatever was there, they just like cut it down into two frames, like one of it being there and then it just not being there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just because, especially how short it is, I don't know. The validity is a little lost on me. It's a 4-second video, but I think the entire 4 seconds is like it's 2 seconds per frame.
Oh, you're saying it's like two pictures or something?
Yeah,
And they just...
Essentially, yeah, just like two pictures.
Okay, so
Oh, wait,
so
okay,
it's
no.
Full. So it's full right here, and then it's half gone, really. Then it's lighter, then lighter, then lighter. Wait, is that a head? Is this the head, and then the rest of the body is right here?
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
Where it's
'cause
like
that
you
looks
can
like
see the blur.
That looks like a park bench or something.
Oh yeah, I could see that. Well, do you know about the shadow people?
No?
It's a pretty big like urban legend. There's just like there's been sightings of like, as you would pretty much call them, shadow people, where they're essentially just like dark figures. Like it's like the shadow of a person that is just like following you around. That'll just like chase you down to like try and get you. But I don't know if they can even do anything. Okay, I'll say good investigative work there, getting those 2 frames, because I was convinced that it was literally just 2-frame video.
Yeah, like security, and there's like 2 photos taken, and that was it.
Yeah. But what's weird then is that the video, I guess the grain is changing the whole time, but if you look at it, yeah, before that, it's the same. And then as you get to the end, the graininess it's not as bad.
Yeah, you're right. The grain is like really bad, and then like you can actually see like better details in the background and stuff, like this car and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So it's like the quality kind of gets better as it leaves.
Like to me, I think that's really interesting and like brings out a lot more questions than it does answers. But the title just completely fucking throws it off. Like, real ghost caught on camera, must see, it's real, not fake. What do y'all think about this video? This was at my father-in-law backyard. In his home, you could see something walking past quick in the video. If you really pay attention to it, you could see the figure in the video, and this was in the middle of the night. Ghost or no ghost? What one of Babe family member caught on camera, ghost or no ghost? See that. Using your straight up real name on YouTube's also a little sketchy.
A little sketchy, but then they have one video of a dog 2 years ago going to a haunted museum 2 months ago, and then last week they posted this. So I mean, I don't think they're in it for clout.
Yeah.
Somewhere else before, but like it's literally just a door opening. That was it.
What? Okay, I missed it.
So you see the truck in the top right?
Uh-huh.
It's literally like a kid running by.
I see. Yeah, let's break it down frame by frame. That's a kid.
It-
That's a kid. If there was something else moving, then it would be easier to tell what the motion blur looked like. Because for the only thing I would say, like, why he would say it's a ghost is because the motion blur makes it look like ethereal. Like, it looks like there's some sort of like energy trail or whatever you would call it. Like if you watch it, it looks very, yeah. There's like, it looks weird.
Yeah, it takes like a second for the pixels to actually go back to being black after it runs by, so it kind of looks like it.
However they
trail.
encoded it. These are weird.
Yeah. So it's like a baby monitor camera.
So he looks at the camera. Or she.
I'm pretty
See
sure
two.
it's this
I
thing.
see 2 lights. Oh, that.
Oh, was it this?
The little wisp that goes across the screen at the end. See, what I'll say too, because yeah, I think that's what they mean.
Yeah.
But I think because kids have some sort of natural intuition, it's weird that she looked up and like looked to her right, and then like a second or two after that thing went by. I don't know.
Yeah, she like looks up.
Like
over there.
jerks her head and then looks like all the way. Looks back at the camera and then.
That is kind of weird. Kids and dogs have like that weird intuition of just knowing shit is wrong.
Yeah. Ghost appearance in our house. This setting is already weird.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah, it's filming, go. No, you cocked your wrist too much, do it again. Slower.
How was that?
The hell was that?
Hello?
Hello? Oh my god.
I just get out of the house. Get out of the house. What is that?
What was
What
that?
is that? What was that?
Okay, what do you think?
So that was the whole thing?
Yeah, that was the whole thing. It ended like a second later.
Watch the chair move. Does it get pulled from any specific
It's the front left that it gets pulled by.
front left? Okay.
Yeah, so this leg right here, it gets pulled. See, it's just like first it's a little bit, and then it's a lot. Which is like, but it's the same leg.
Yeah, that's
You wanna see something else about the chair though?
yeah.
That I picked up on, like after watching this video like a dozen times. So the door, anyone could open that door, right? From the outside, just push it, move their hand out of the way really quick. Yeah.
The hell was that?
Okay, so when he's walking,
Hello?
his foot goes really high for a second there. Like he steps like kind of normally high right there. Like see how high his
That's a
foot,
good detail. Yeah.
like his foot goes tall, and then look at the rest of his steps. He's basically
No,
touching
he
the
doesn't
ground
walk
the whole
like
time.
that. Yeah.
So there's definitely
Nah.
a string on that foot somewhere.
For sure. I think that they didn't even have anyone outside, right? They just had someone on the inside. There's two strings, literally fishing line, and they did it. They checked the footage, like, oh, does it look good? Can you tell there's anything there? And like, okay, perfect. Or like they just did it again if it didn't look right.
Yeah.
But the way that she's framed, practicing her golf swing, gets both the chair and the door in frame. It's not a good place, or not a place I would imagine you would be like practicing your swing, right? It just seems set up. If it's real, then I feel bad for these people because they got a serious ghost problem. But like, it's by Paranormal World. It's probably some attempt at a viral video. It looks like you had already gone through some of this stuff.
Bonus round.
What's the time? 21. So,
So 11.
God, I'm bad at math. 11:45.
Wait, no, 9. Wait. Because it's 20
Yeah,
out of
no,
24
it's-
hours, it's like 9:45.
9:45. Yeah.